All right. Hello, and welcome to Stasis Pod, the Transformers Rescue Bots podcast. I'm Rob.
I'm Jen.
Welcome back to the Rod Pod with Banjo and the dog. Woof, 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 woof. And I'm David.
No.
Sorry, I heard some talk radio the other day when I don't normally, but I forgot my MP3 player, so... yeah.
That's right, news on the fives and the best weather in town.
Like, that must be like a nearly dead profession, because presumably now they just record it all at once in half an hour and just send it away.
When I was in high school, the morning show people really enjoyed it when Fauquier County schools were delayed or closed.
Yes. So yeah, this is episode 20 of season 3 of Rescue Bots. First aired May 9th, 2015. A New Hero.
Oh, we're getting another new character this episode? Neat.
Well, we're getting a character who perhaps was not previously a hero, but is going to be one.
Yes.
Oh.
Not as much a hero.
No.
Oh, the dog that turns into a wrench.
Actually,
forget his name.
The next episode I think is going to be mostly about him.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's like an all-dog episode.
Oh, man.
It's like the one issue of Hawkeye.
Nice.
But no, in this episode...
I will look forward to this.
Of course, written by show favorite, Marty Eisenberg.
Oh.
Nice. Yay!
In what is his last Transformers episode to date.
Oh, no.
Aww.
Which means that we have now covered every episode that he wrote.
Ooh. Yeah, I guess he wasn't one of the ones who was all the way back in G1, like Lin Wayne or...
No.
I don't know. Some of the others.
Like Marv Wolfman had one in there.
Yeah.
But and of course he does go all the way back to Beast Machines, though.
Yes.
All the way back in the distant past of the year 1999.
They should have him come in and write some Earthspark. I bet he'd do good with Earthspark.
I bet he would. So, we had a previously on Rescue Bots, because previously...
A surprisingly long previously
yes.
on.
Yeah.
I wonder if they kind of had to fill some time here.
Maybe there are things that is in this episode that do feel like time filling, which is weird considering Marty.
So we've uncovered 2 ancient rescue bots who were previously in stasis. You got Salvage, who is a gentle soul who just wants to be left alone to play with garbage. And you've got Blurr, who is a dick.
He is.
Yeah, it's weird how this show, of all shows, has gotten one of the most unlikable Autobots in a long time.
Pretty much.
It kind of reminds me of the whole thing about Elmo and Rocco. If you're familiar with Elmo and Rocco.
I'm familiar with Elmo. Rocco makes me think of Rocco's Modern Life.
Yeah, I don't think I know Rocco.
So one of the other young Muppets in his cohort has a pet rock named Rocco.
Oh, right.
And Elmo gets irrationally angry about assertions that Rocco, is capable of thinking or feeling. And there was some, child development person that was saying that, it's important to show that to kids that you can have these conflicts and that's not, inherently wrong to have these sorts of feelings. And that's how I kind of feel about Blurr, is he's such a jerk, but I guess it's okay for, it's important for kids to understand that sometimes a guy's just an asshole.
Yeah.
In fact, he is such an a-hole that he has stolen the ship.
Yes, the Sigma.
So has anyone told him and Salvage about Cybertron? They've been gone for a while.
Well, as we see,
his plans do involve going back to Cybertron. He wants to go to Hydra's to take a nucleon bath, I guess?
I was wondering that as well.
Hey, get some nucleon, be attacked by weird zombies or whatever happens in that issue.
Yes.
Oh no, wasn't it goopy guys?
Well,
because it was guys who'd been exposed to the nucleon before from... They weren't Transformers, were they?
No, they were just like robots of some sort.
Robot people.
But they're all kind of like horribly melty and dying.
Yes.
Although possibly not in this continuity, because he's just going there
to race.
To race, yes.
That does seem like a really awkward conversation to have, like, yeah, so our home planet is an absolute wasteland now, so sorry about that. Oops.
So meanwhile, we're looking for Blurr back in Griffin Rock. He's nowhere to be found. And whilst they are looking for him, and of course, Heatwave doesn't particularly want to find him at all.
No, he's kind of done with him.
Yeah. But instead, it is sunspots, everybody.
Sure.
A Transformer named Sunspot?
I think there is a guy named Sunspot.
I don't believe there is a good Transformer name.
I think it's one of the movie guys.
Oh, yeah. The sun is just angry at them.
Well,
it's angry at Maine.
Who's the creamsicle Starscream? That's Sunspot, right?
No, that's Sunstorm.
Oh, Sunstorm. Okay.
You know how there was that in I think the Revenge of the Fallen line, there was that like stealth bomber mind wipe.
Oh yeah,
then he had a little guy who was Skystalker, and they repainted the drone guy in like yellow, and I think he was Sunspot.
I see.
White and yellow, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sort of creamsicle. But this is it is a repeat of what they call the Carrington event. In basically a coronal mass ejection where the sun sort of suddenly sheds its outer layer.
Oh no.
And this causes all sorts of geomagnetic havoc. And at the time, there weren't really electronics the way we have them now, but it did make like the telegraph wires spark.
Oh no. Not the telegraph wires.
Yes.
Oh, right, yeah, there was a big thing that's like, if that happened now, it would fuck up so much.
We would be extremely boned.
It would destroy civilization.
For a short time, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that was 1859.
So, and it's also around here that Chase notes Blurr's inability to toe the line, possibly because he has no toes.
I appreciate that Chief had a little grin after that.
Yes.
And, because, what's it, Heatwave says he just can't toe the line, and Chase is the one who chips in that this is perhaps due to his lack of toes. And then Chief is like, aw. Chase is so adorable.
And then probably this is probably messing up stuff all over the world.
Presumably,
yeah.
So hopefully, I guess, the Autobots are around to help other places.
I mean, they aren't very public at this point.
No, I guess, the organization that Fowler belongs to is probably doing stuff of some sort. Unit E, I guess.
Yes.
They're off screen, but they're calling in, I don't know, like Mask and, I don't know, the Visionaries or something.
Yes.
Whatever the guys that fight Inhumanoids were called, because nobody remembers them because the show was called Inhumanoids.
Earth Core?
Earth Core.
So
one of these days, perhaps we will get to doing our sideshow, Meanwhile in the Core.
When we're finished with that, we can think of a clever name for a Visionaries podcast, because I would also be in favor of doing a Visionaries podcast.
We'd have to come up with little poems for ourselves.
Yes! The animation is way nicer than any toy cartoon from the time.
Was it TMS?
TMS.
Right.
Yes.
Anyway, so, power's going out, comms are on the fritz, even the bots are kind of getting zapped a little. And, of course, they also can't find Cody, because, as you recall, Blurr left in such a hurry that he just took off out of the hangar and dumped a bunch of scaffolding on this innocent child.
Yeah. And now, finally, as we go back to check on Cody, who is still trapped under the scaffolding, only then is someone in sufficient mortal peril for us to finish the cold open and go to the opening credits.
Yes.
Yeah, what feels like 5 minutes into the episode.
Yeah. So, the comm's not working, but luckily he still has his electronic dog whistle. So he just says some thinly veiled racist remarks, and... no, I'm sorry, it's the other kind of dog whistle, the actual kind of dog whistle.
For actual dogs.
And we get a brief, what's that, boy? Has Cody fallen down the well?
Yes! Very much a lassie.
So they, it is this garbage truck to the rescue.
They open the basketball court that the ship was underneath, and apparently it's transparent from underneath, which is kind of neat, but it's like asphalt from the top, whatever. Mm-hmm. Then this giant garbage truck robot just jumps down. The scaffolding doesn't fall then.
No.
It
he's
waits.
very light on his feet. He's like John Travolta. He can, he's a big guy, but he can dance.
Just like the impact should have started shaking it, and then you should have had to act quickly, but oh well. But yes, he does save them, and then Heatwave has to come in to save him from the scaffolding.
Yes, and of course, he explains what Blurr has done, which, of course, Chase now says, he's guilty of grand theft, endangerment of minor, and he probably did not even buckle up before he took off.
Yes, he has a growing list of actual crimes at this point.
Yes. I mean, he's getting to the point where, much like McCavity, the mystery cat, he's broken every human law.
Yes, and he's such an annoying guy that even...
Every human law.
Even Cade is complaining about him, and he's glad he's gone, and then everyone just stares at Cade.
Yeah, we're finally rid of Mr. Look at Me show off. I can't stand guys like that.
I mean, there's really only ever room for one guy like that, so I can understand.
Yes.
And at this point, we're kind of at 3.
Yeah, we're up to 3.
Because, Heatwave's half that. Cade is definitely that. Blurr is 1.5 that.
Yeah, Blurr is that 2. To the level of sociopathy.
Yes.
He's some kind of hot shot.
Possibly even a hot rod. Possibly even a Rodimus.
He's a real turbo revving young punk.
Yes, but at least with those guys, they were trying to do the right thing.
Yes.
Maybe Blurr he was trying to save people in the first episode, but he was just so impossibly bad at it. At least Hot Rod in the movie would successfully save small child while fucking shit up.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were talking about Hot Rod in Age of Extinction. Sorry, The Last Night.
Whatever the fuck.
I was just thinking where he would also, save small children, but also in a French accent.
Yes. Why?
I must save these children.
I love that they totally call out that he has a French accent for no reason.
It is really weird that, Hot Rod of all characters, you get an accent. Hot Rod is the most, American teenager of any Transformer.
He's so American he could pilot the Maxter Gundam.
Yeah. And he doesn't even turn into a French car.
No.
I mean, it's hard. There are very few G1 Autobots you could argue are, more into American feeling than him. Jazz, because although Jazz was also
Warpath?
French. Warpath? Guess, yeah. Yeah. Hound? No, not even Hound. Could be French Canadian or some shit.
Lumberjack.
Anyway, so the Sigma, it's heading away from Earth. Blurr finds out that Cody did not die, And also, he's got a bunch of messages from Optimus Prime, who is trying to locate the ship. And although Prime...
5 unread messages from Optimus Prime.
Yes. Rescue bots, we must face the prospect that Blurr has put me on red.
Okay, I almost wrote that in my notes, but I forgot. It's like, wait, is that actually what it means? Because I thought you'd have to read them and then they wouldn't be unread. Why is it unread?
Well,
red
then
the
they
color?
would be read. That's the thing, is if to put someone on red means that they can tell that you read their message, but you haven't responded to it.
Oh, okay, that's what it means. I usually pick up on slang relatively easily, but for some reason that one has escaped me what the definition actually was.
Yes, it means that the message is indicating that it has been read, but you have not deigned to respond.
Autobots,
So it's pretty cold.
I regret to inform you that Blurr has ghosted us.
We did not get to the point in Earthspark involving emojis, did we? Because there's a very brief moment involving Optimus and Megatron and communicating with, like, the little robot emoji. And
nice.
Yeah, that was in the second episode, I think.
Okay, that is in the second episode.
Yes, it was.
Two we watched, yeah.
Because I love that.
Oh, which reminds me, I still have some to watch on my DVR.
And Optimus is still pretty sure that that Blurr, he may still turn out okay.
He's holding out hope.
Heatwave
He's holding
is
on
not.
hope for the guy. No, Heatwave has given up. Heatwave is a good leader, but he's not like... I mean, I guess he's a good, like, field leader, but he's not so good at the, like, emotional side of any of it. So he's not maybe as good at, like, giving people a dozen chances.
No, he's not going to be giving any stirring speeches or anything.
No. Hey, Cedar. I got a little kitten visitor.
Oh, Cedar makes your life easier.
Cedar Point, and Spruce Goose, and Big Ol' Sequoia.
And then his ship just gets hit with this solar flare.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah, because it's whacking everything on the Earth. Oh, and we get shots of, like, what the hell, like... We've seen overhead shots of Griffin Island before. Close-ups. This is like a whole map of the town. But now we've seen it in scale in relation to the rest of the world. It's fucking huge.
Maybe it was zoomed in.
You could argue for a degree an excessive amount for, like, oh, it has to be important. But, like, on the pictures, it's like half the size of Jersey.
I mean...
Is big.
It should be its own state, especially up in New England, where all the states are tiny.
Yeah.
Because you had to get across them in a horse and buggy.
Well, and also because it's that big, like, trying to figure out where it is on the map, it's more level with, like, Massachusetts, maybe. Mm-hmm. Not closer to Maine. Closer to, Newfoundland? Or is that Prince Edward Island? I always forget.
Prince Edward is Newfoundland's a fair bit up north.
Okay.
Whereas Prince Edward Island is very tiny.
Okay, well, I'm just looking at the map. I guess it's, like, closer to Newfoundland. Anyway, it's like, it feels like it should be more a part of Canada, but also it's, like, way the fuck out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of bigger than I thought it would be.
It's kind of bigger than it should be.
It's way bigger than Rhode Island.
And it's even an island.
And yet we see it as an island, and it's like a third of it is the town, and that's... Okay. I mean, Rhode Island's small, but not that small. It just feels excessively zoomed in on how big the island is. Well, then again, the first shot of it threw me the fuck off because it's actually a reverse, because we're looking through the screen at Blurr, and it's like, wait, the map's backwards. How the fuck is it? Is it on the west coast? It's like, oh no, it's the map is just flipped. Anyway, where were we? Yeah, Humongous Matinee.
So yeah,
now
the whole...
we are learning about coronal mass ejections.
Yeah, the whole town's been shut down, including, a Humongous Matinee at the drive-in.
Sad. Shame.
No, they'll never know how that movie ends.
Yeah.
Because the sun is very angry. I guess it's trying to attack Unicron with a super EMP.
It's like the sequel to Moonfall, Sunfall.
Yes. Moonfall. How are they having can you? I guess you can have drive-through matinees. I don't know.
I kind of thought it had to be dark
out. Maybe they have some kind of special, super bright sci-fi magic screen.
I could buy that.
Like it's hard to tell how many days this episode takes place across.
Yeah, I'm not sure how long this ejection is happening.
Like animation-wise, it feels like 3 days, but like story pacing, it feels like 6 hours.
And of course, there is now a plane that is about to go down, and being piloted by Peter Graves. Everybody,
yes.
I don't know that private pilots fly in full commercial dress.
Billy, have you ever seen a grown man naked?
Yes, immediately the first thing I thought of, as soon as I saw his character model, is Airplane? The movie? What?
The first thing I thought of was that's an awful small plane for a guy to be flying in, full dress uniform.
It just makes me feel fancy. I just like to wear it. And also, have you ever been in a Turkish prison?
That's a movie I haven't seen in a long time.
I mean, I think the best comic bit with Graves is when Leslie Nielsen is listing off the symptoms, and he's just suddenly manifesting them one by one. And of course, there's a question of whether he had the chicken or the fish, and there's just this fish skeleton on his plate. Anyway, so they do manage to save it, and we check in on Doc Green, who is trying to calculate how long this will last using a calculator powered by a potato battery.
Yeah, that was a good gag.
It would have worked better with an Idaho russet, but he had it for lunch.
I had a potato for dinner. It was very good.
If they can get over all of this, they can have fries.
Home fries.
Yes.
Doc Green is always delightful. We don't get a ton of him in this episode, but the potato battery bit is a solid gag.
It's good stuff. Good stuff.
So meanwhile, Blurr he's gone extra vehicular, a la George Clooney in Gravity, and he's trying to fix the ship. It turns out you just need to turn it off and turn it back on again.
Oh, well, there you go. Sam, are you sneezing now?
Although he is
sneezing. Just
in time for the ship to also be hit by a satellite, which instead misses it and heads directly, of course, for Griffin Rock.
Yes.
Why?
It's magnetic? Who knows?
Of all of the entire world, all the other places in the entire world, it has to be aiming for the place that will make Blur feel the most bad.
Well, it's a big coronal mass ejection. Maybe it's not the only satellite that's careening towards the planet Earth.
Yeah, the Earth is just being pelted by molten metal death right now. But, this one's about to hit Griffin Rock. We better get it. Either that or Doc Green built a satellite magnet.
It could be. That's entirely possible. Maybe he just forgot about it.
So yeah, they've got about 30 minutes till it hits, and of course you do recall, of course, the dome from the Mayor Lusky Dome from No Place Like Dome. So
boy, do I!
It would be nice if Griffin Rock could once again be under the dome, but unfortunately, there's no power to turn it on.
Yes. Yeah, even though things are slowly turning, it's interesting how the bot's headlights don't work. They're fine, they're alive, but bits of them are electronic and separate.
Yes.
Also, there was a bit earlier, right after it, when they were heading out to assess the damage, where Blades didn't want to fly, and he was like, I'm not doing well, and he did a little cough, a little fake cough. It's like, aww. And then Danny offered to try out some exciting new maneuvers, and he was like, I'm feeling much better now. Blades is a good boy.
Yes.
But yeah, the bots, it is worth mentioning, are being somewhat affected by this.
Wait, are there minor electronic systems like their gut biomes?
Maybe.
Like their headlights and radios and things?
Oh, it's like we've all gone to a galactic Taco Bell.
Oh no.
Is the internal radios like a parasitic organism for them?
Maybe.
Symbiotic life form?
Anyway, so
maybe that's how scraplets started. They were part of a robot's gut biome that rejected them.
You're about to say butt guyome, weren't you?
Yes, I did mumble through that.
Oh, butt guyome.
I think that's my Star Wars name.
Yeah, I was about to say that's a very Star Wars name.
Yeah, I think that's the name of like the Wolf Man in the cantina. Oh, that's butt guyome.
Sounds legit.
I
Don't at me. I know that Wolfman actually has, like, a name and an elaborate backstory.
No, I'm just trying... Oh, shit, I did remember it! Lax Sivrak! I know way too much about Star Wars. For something... I was
going to say probably some short stories.
I think I had his action figure.
I didn't have his action figure. He was in Tales of the Mos Eisley Cantina. He falls in love with a
or like a leech monster?
Or something? Yeah.
Yeah, like an eel leech.
And of course, he is force sensitive.
Of course.
Like half that bar.
Man, all those anthology books were so weird.
To be honest, Werewolf Jedi is kind of cool.
Werewolf Jedi does sound awesome. It's just that not everybody else in there needed to be that awesome. Although there was the guy who was just killing people to drink their soup.
Oh, right. The weird... And I think the devil guy was just like a dick.
Yeah. Wait, was he? No, he wasn't the soup guy.
No, that was the guy who was like the weird cheek things. This guy was I think usually the devil guy was like a war criminal or something on the devil guy planet.
Yeah, but he was trying to like live a nice simple life and just murdered the
planet Demonicus or something.
Well, because he looks like a devil. Yes,
perfectly nice, normal devil guy planet to be in.
Yeah, a lot of the Star Wars books aren't that great, but that Tales of the Mos Eisley Cantina is one of the highlights. Anyway, back to Transformers.
Yes, so...
It is odd that the unidentified flying object that turns out to be a satellite kind of looks like a glider.
Yes.
Because it's got wings and like a tail strut and fins. As if it should transform into somebody. Hello.
I was having kitten-related technical difficulties for a moment there. They did something to my mic.
Is the recording still going?
Everything was all weird. It is. I lost a few seconds there.
Yeah,
but
I heard a ding ding, but that's fine.
Yes.
And so instead because we cannot get under the dome, we are going to evacuate to the refuge tunnels beneath the city, or the sanctuary plan from the episode Countdown, the one where they just kept people kept disappearing.
Oh, yeah, that was great.
Oh,
in terms of being teleported into these cabins, or into these caverns, rather.
I remember that.
Because I think
that was weird.
Because I think we ended up talking about like Weather Mountain or something, or Mount Weather, rather.
Mount Weather. Oh man.
So while this is going on, Salvage goes to the junkyard, and just starts building stuff out of junk.
Well,
as you do.
It's his coping mechanism.
I understand. I relate.
Admittedly, he's also trying to build his coping mechanism into a transmitter to contact Blurr, because he still has faith in him. Despite the fact, like, every time we cut back to Blurr, it's like, it feels like, she should have a change of heart moment. But this happens 6 times.
Blurr, you have the moral backbone of a chocolate eclair.
Yeah.
He does.
He does. I can forgive him for a few, like after it's like, oh, Cody's in danger. Oh no, they saved Cody. I can keep going.
Loki, don't you come get involved, buddy.
Then the onboard computer, Irvis, just keeps annoying him with more updates and more Prime emails.
The empathic computer. So it's always talking about how he's feeling.
Yes.
and more danger about the satellite that's going to crash, that you could have blocked it and destroyed the Sigma in the first place. We could have tried to do something earlier. But as it keeps getting closer and closer and closer to Earth, and I do not know how long it takes something to enter the Earth's atmosphere, but it seems to take a really long time here to burn up.
Yeah, so eventually he does decide to go there. He's going to fire the laser, but then the laser isn't hooked up, so they've got to sort of...
You asked if we had a laser. You didn't ask if we had a working laser.
Yes.
He did have a point.
And it is a little airplane here. Look out, they're on instruments. Cut to Blurr with a trombone. But he is managed to get in, but unfortunately it is only at like pea shooter level, so he's got to get super close to the satellite. So
yes, to the point where I was wondering, and the bots on the Earth are saying, "No, don't get so close. You'll blow yourself up." And he's like, boring conversation anyway, and shoots the radio.
Also, at one point, Blurr is Irvis is telling, assessing the situation for Blurr, and Blurr says, "Tell me something I don't know." And he says, "Okay, you now have 10 unread messages from Optimus Prime."
Yes. But it's like, as he's getting closer to shoot the laser to get really fucking close, it's like, you're 3 minutes from, it's 3 minutes from crashing to the Earth, it's 30 seconds, it's 5 seconds, to the point where it's like, even if you destroy the satellite, the Sigma is going to crash into the town. Like, cutting to 5 seconds feels excessive, and I think we lost Jen again.
I'm back again. They need to stop wrestling.
I heard the ding.
Well, the ding is because whenever it disconnects and reconnects my audio stuff, Discord goes all weird, so I have to disconnect and reconnect from Discord. So I'm about to go toss them all in the kitten room, and by them I don't even mean the little kittens, I mean Samwise and Pippin and Loki, who are the ones who have decided that they need to wrestle directly on my audio equipment.
Okay, that's a crossover that needs to be written, has probably been written a dozen times. Loki hanging out with the hobbits.
Yes,
just
Loki
fucking
and the
around.
hobbits.
I mean, that crossover's been written, and it is erotic.
And it is
probably, yeah, but filthy. I don't know who I would ship Loki with. I mean, shipping him with Legolas is really cheap. Shipping him with any of the hobbits feels wrong.
It's okay, because Loki has now decided to start destroying the box for my Creatures Collide set that I got yesterday, so...
Maybe Loki and Aragorn?
Maybe. That could be hot.
Yeah. Or maybe one of the hot dwarves from The Hobbit instead of Lord of the Rings.
Anyway. And of course Chase wants to bust him for Grand Theft Starship.
Yes. More crimes.
But anyway, there's an explosion. They briefly think that he's died, but he is in fact still alive. He lands...
Well, because the cloaking device actually
turned on the cloaking device.
It is surprisingly a long time before we reveal that. It's like, they couldn't have actually killed him. It was a little kid's show, but they kind of committed for like 30 seconds there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking that they were going to have to just go dig him up next time they needed to fly to Mexico.
Yes.
Oh no! Oh. Alas, Blurr has died.
I choked on that.
Oh wait, we need a fast car. Let's go dig him up. Poor Skyfire. What did he do wrong other than be a toy that was tied up in some legal problems?
And then the other bots don't know whether to hug him, yell at him, or court-martial him. Can we have all three?
So yeah, they've decided to give another chance, but here comes Optimus Prime, and
I am just about to have to go put them in the kitten room for
kitten disasters
the next
this week.
Hour. I will give them.
Is it because it's Friday the 13th?
But yeah, this is problematic.
I guess it is.
You guys are being problematic.
Okay.
Stop saying racist things on the internet. No. That's not what they're doing.
Anyway, yeah, they're fine. It's like, okay, fine, you can stay here, Blurr. You did one big goddamn hero moment, which actually is kind of your fault in the first place, because we could have just used Sigma to go up there and stop this thing in the first place, but you took Sigma, or you could have stopped it earlier, but you didn't, but somehow you did save the day in the last 5 seconds.
So we guess we have forgiven you.
Yes, and so you will get another chance, but not on this show.
Honestly, the whole thing with the cloaking thing was just kind of cruel.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was just mean.
Optimus Prime arrives to say, no, you cannot stay here. What?
The show has too many characters.
Yes. I was kind of thinking
so you will be serving as rescue bots.
The show had a lot of characters.
Somewhere else that does not have a TV show.
Ship you off to Spin-Off Island.
That's right.
So I've got a brief, potentially related question. So, am I going to eventually end up, like, really liking Medics if he shows up? Is he going to show up and be really likable like Salvage is?
Wait, does Medics actually show up? Or...
I thought he was
I don't know.
Academy.
The reason I ask is because Ollie's has one for $8, and I looked up Salvage on eBay, and he's like $120, so...
Well,
I figured I should probably deal with that preemptively.
Yeah, go preemptively. Just buy him anyway.
Apparently a much later design of Medics shows up on Rescue Bots Academy.
Aw. Because, man, Salvage is a whole lot of money on eBay.
Yeah. Well, he's bigger slightly, but he's way too expensive.
It's like, maybe Ollie's has one of him, like, behind some other stuff, but no, they just got that one Medics.
Well, Medics is a cute little medic. I'm presuming, yes, the answer is you will want one.
Yeah, but I mean, Salvage is amazing.
Well, Salvage
is my patron. Okay, I know, you're a pain in the ass.
Maybe eventually we'll get mainline toys based on them. Maybe.
Oh, that would be cool, though.
There's been a leaked toy that kind of looks like Medics. I don't know if the name has been officially confirmed.
I remember that. That was weird.
Yeah, I want that. I think the rumor was it's going to be like Walgreens exclusive or something.
I think the assumption was that it seemed like a likely candidate for a Walgreens next holiday exclusive. Yeah. Incidentally, if anybody needs Kingdom Red Alert, my Walgreens has literally 10 of him.
I have a Red Alert. No, it's not Kingdom. It's one of the previous ones. Admittedly, I do like that stupid mold, and I have it in 4 colors now, I think.
I think he's the first one that I have that's the actual Lamborghini and not the Cybertronian one.
Mm-hmm. So we will eventually see Blurr and Salvage again.
Okay, good, because I like Salvage.
Although we're going to see more of Blurr, perhaps in a surprising place.
Surprise!
Surprising places.
I was very sad that Optimus Prime replaced Salvage's recycling logo with his Rescue Bots logo. That seemed kind of mean.
Yes, I now have to brand you.
It is a really quick, perfunctory auto-brand ceremony.
Yes.
The speech is like 1 sentence.
I want to know more about where they're going. I want to know what's going to happen. I want to know if they're going to go be with some new people.
Well, yes,
or
they're joining Rescue Bots West Coast.
Man, I want to see Rescue Bots West Coast. It's a little island exactly like Griffin Rock, except it's off in like Puget Sound or something.
And the Vision is there for some reason.
It's Tigra for some reason.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
it's
like Wyvern Atoll or something.
A Tiger Force themed Transformer. Oh wait, isn't that Tiger Tracks?
He's not really. He doesn't really have tiger stripes.
Wasn't there one version of that did?
Oh, maybe. I can't really think of a lot of Transformers that have tiger stripes, apart from obviously Tigertron.
Yes.
Tigertron, the literal tiger.
Yes. Yeah, I would be all for somebody in like Tiger Force or Python Patrol colors.
Yes.
Yes.
But yeah, they didn't even do Energon Snowcat as the Tiger Paw. Or the Tiger Cat. They did that in Tiger Force colors. I can't remember what they called it.
Oh, I guess none of the Tiger tracks actually have Tiger tracks. No, it must have been a custom of one of the Kingdom molds or something that I saw.
Anyway, so that is the episode, and I believe that now brings us to David's Tokusatsu Corner. Oh, although actually, sorry, scratch that. We didn't really say what we thought of the episode.
Oh, it was good. It was fine. It's a decent closeout to the trilogy, although it does, yes, it feels kind of rushed. Well,
yes.
Like last episode was extended a little bit with the clip show elements, but that felt like it worked. This, it felt like we cut to Blurr, like, not answering the call, like, 3 too many times.
Yes. And the solar flare kind of, I mean, obviously solar flares do kind of come out of nowhere, but it felt like maybe one element too much.
Yeah, but I'm not sure. Like, half of the other elements wouldn't have worked without the solar flare. Oh, we could have just put the dome up or umpteen other things. The power on the island had to be out.
That's true.
For this to work.
I do appreciate that they remembered the dome.
Yeah.
Yeah. That mean they do some good callbacks to plot devices from earlier episodes, usually. They're usually okay about that.
Mm.
Yeah, it is surprising. Like, how good this show is at callbacks is kind of a shocking thing. It feels like they must have had a Google Doc about things that have happened and that you can plunk into future episodes. As opposed to a series Bible like most other shows have and seem to forget about elements. Like, what about this thing that would have helped out in this later episode?
Yes.
What about this plot point?
This one does. More shows like this with Decepticons, please.
It was alright.
Yeah.
Blurr is a jerk.
Yes.
Blurr is a mess. Like, there was a point where I said, "Oh, fuck you, Blurr," in my notes. Like, one of the times he refused to answer something, it's like, "Oh, fuck you." Then, like, 2 times later, he finally did turn around and go back to Earth. He doesn't really get very far in however long he's trying to travel away to Hydra's 4, because we can still see Earth and the giant Griffin Rock. Anyway.
Alright, so that now brings us truly to David's Tokusatsu Corner.
This week on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5-man! Arthur's Super Transformation!
Wait, Arthur?
Arthur is the name of the nanny robot that raised the kids.
Oh, okay, I was thinking like the aardvark.
No, not the aardvark.
I said, hey, what a wonderful kind of day.
Not the Dudley Moore or whatever.
When you get caught between the moon and New York City.
Anyway, the episode opens mid-fight. They're fighting a giant electric eel monster whose name I never caught because I just thought of him as a giant electric eel because he's shocking them and has multiple eyes and, like, tentacle thingies like most kaiju electric eels have for some reason.
I like the idea that kaiju have proper names because they're pretty much never used in, like, the stories. So it's just a very, like, Star Wars alien kind of thing. They
get, like, a title card of what their name is. Maybe they're mentioned a couple times. Although the subs on this, the for the hearing impaired, I think did have his name there a couple times.
I assume that Japan just has a ministry of kaiju nomenclature where they're giving these things names for record-keeping purposes.
Well, yeah, like Pacific Rim, how they name the monsters and that. And, Denki Unagin.
Okay.
Well, I'm guessing the unagi is an eel, if I'm remembering my sushi menu.
I think I've seen that properly on a sushi menu before.
Yes. So I'm guessing his name is a pun, like many monsters. Anyway, he's giant. They're fighting it with a giant robot. Beginning of the episode, it's fun. Billions chuckles, but it turns out it's not actually a giant monster. The monster of the week is creating a giant hologram to fight the Ranger Zord, but it is still electrocuting them because it's a hologram made out of electricity, billions of volts or whatever.
Zap, zap, zap.
So it's winning. It managed to shock the Rangers, and they fall out of the robot onto the ground, and then Billions and the eel are attacking them. And winning until the robot nanny comes walking in and stands between the Rangers and the attacking monster and tries to shoot at the monster by ripping its chest off and exposing its wires or something. Anyway, it gets shot, and Arthur, the nanny robot, goes flying into the distance and lands in a junkyard with a small child who loves junk.
Much like Salvage.
Yes, much like many recurring characters on Transformers.
I love junk.
And this small child named Taro Jiro, some generic boy name, rebuilds Arthur, but Arthur has amnesia now.
Ooh.
And this boy has always wanted a little brother and adopts Arthur as his little brother and gives him a San Francisco 49ers hat, his size, so they both have Niners hats. Why? I don't know. Go Niners. Then he encounters some bullies who were bullying him in the junkyard earlier, but then Arthur's there, rebuilt, and it's like, Arthur's like, why can't we all be friends? And then, wait a minute, I took a picture that I need to share because it's very confusing, and this will delay the episode for a few seconds. Come on, change the tabs. Nope, not that one. No, not that. Remove file. Other file. Arthur then attacks the lead bully by grabbing him by the balls.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
And naturally the bully runs the fuck away.
Also, the dialogue was apparently, let's get a willy friend?
Yeah, I don't know if this is direct translation and out of the insulting, but Arthur, since he has amnesia, keeps fucking up dialogue, it seems. Like he can't get sentences right, and this is right after he says, why can't we all be friends? Grabs the bully's nuts and crushes them.
Because you grabbed his nuts, that's why we can't be friends, buddy. That's how it works.
Anyway, bullies are gone, but Billions and the Electric Eel show up to try and kick Arthur's ass, because Arthur's the reason they couldn't defeat the Rangers at the beginning of the episode. But then comedy ensues, and like they hit Arthur with electricity, he flies up into the air, spins around as a model that clearly will transform into something later in the episode, and comes crashing down after saying, Houston, we have a problem, although that line was obviously the translator having fun because he did not say Houston at all. But crashes onto the monster, who crashes into Billions, and then they just fuck off. Like there's two of you against the one robot with amnesia. I think you could take him if you continue. Anyway, the Red Ranger shows up because he also knows the robot. It's like, this is my robot. And the little boy's like, no, he's my little brother. Child? I own this robot. Well, actually, my parents own this robot. Anyway, fine. We'll help you out with the robot. And then, again, Billions shows up. And then Red, the boy, and Arthur are running away as things explode behind them. Eventually, enough explosions and emotions that Arthur starts to get his memory back and asks the little boy to rewire him in the field mid-battle so that he can transform.
Okay.
Because blueprints showed up into his eyes that allowed him, I could transform into a giant gun for the Rangers to shoot. Also, probably, maybe he was inspired by staring at the Niners hat on the small child. I don't know. Anyway, day is saved because Robot Nanny turns into Gun, and Gun comes out of where his crotch was.
Sure.
Maybe that was also inspired by crushing the bully's testicles? Anyway, but he's a transformer now. He becomes an earth cannon that destroys the monster, who does not grow giant, because we already had a giant fight at the beginning of the episode, and my voice is dying, and the day is saved.
Good. You can only have the one giant fight. It's in the budget.
Usually, yes.
What are we made of giant robots?
If you do have a second, it's also a cliffhanger fight, usually, that will be concluded in the first few minutes of the next episode. But, hey, we got a new hero in Transformers, and we got a new transformation in Super Sentai. Hooray!
Hooray! All right, so that does it for us for this week. We'll be back next week with more robots in disguise. Not more robots. More... Well, I mean, they are robots in disguise, but specifically more rescue bots.
Yeah, we're not back to rescue bots yet. That'll be another 4 or 5 episodes.
Another month or so.
They are very in disguise, though. I mean,
yes.
I feel like there's a whole, spectrum to Transformer stories as to how in disguise they are. And it's definitely very towards the in disguise.
Yes. Yeah, the rescue bots actually might be the most in disguise series.
Maybe.
Well, because I guess they're...
Time is a close second, but...
Yeah. Well, I guess because they're also disguised in robot mode, because they're just supposed to be normal super robots.
Yeah.
Sorry. I threw off the flow.
But yes, we'll be back with the dog-centric episode 4-Legged Hero next week.
Yay!
But of course, until then, you can find us all over the internet. We're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, and we have a Patreon.
Yes, we are hosted on iaconunderground.net, where we have a Patreon set up to help with hosting and other expenses. That is at patreon.com/iaconunderground. For January, David is asking us to watch some of this anime nonsense.
Yes.
We will be watching the first episode of the very highly regarded, or at least very popular anime, One Punch Man.
Yes.
Well, yeah, it's not a current popular anime. Like, I could have picked, the Chainsaw Man that's on right now, or no, I think the season just finished, or some other things.
We're a couple years behind, but...
Yeah, we are a couple years behind, but One Punch Man is a thing we mentioned previously possibly doing.
Well, because it has a connection to this week's episode, because Blurr's actor, Max Middleman, is the One Punch Man.
Oh, okay.
And because we're old, and so we're not always up on the very latest cool thing that the kids are talking about on the TikToks.
Well, yeah, also, I don't think, the first episode of Chainsaw Man would have made quite as an exciting of an episode, maybe. It doesn't get into any of the fun, weird twists, I don't think.
Is it like one of those things where he doesn't even get, the chainsaw until the end of the season?
No, he does get... I haven't actually watched the show or read the manga. I presumably in the first episode, yes, he has the chainsaw.
Is it like Madoka Magica, where you have to get to the third episode?
Well, a lot of shows do have that third episode twist, or third or fourth.
Third episode, this is going to be that kind of show.
Yeah, it's a very common thing. First episode sets up characters and basic tropes. Third episode throws you for a big loop. Second to last episode, oh fuck! and then we get a finale. Or a to be continued. Oh, we could have done Gundam Witch.
Yeah, maybe coming up.
Well, we have done Gundam in the past. You definitely befuddled me with Gundam Anne Hathaway.
Yeah.
Yes, less befuddling in the same sense, G Gundam, but befuddling in a completely different sense.
But that was also Canadian content.
Yes, that was Canadian content.
Canada's greatest Gundam hero, Andrew Graham.
Yes. Presumably for February, we are going to be visiting Wakanda?
That's right.
Yes, definitely. It was put off because of when it comes out. It's easier to do it in February. Plus,
yes,
Black History Month.
That's right.
It feels appropriate.
I think it comes out streaming on February 1st now.
Yeah, I think it was going to come out the 20th, but now it does come out the 1st.
Okay,
so it's perfect.
It's good we even delayed it even more, because I thought it was coming out the 25th or something.
I think that was the original plan, or at least that's what leaked.
And then they pushed it to the 1st.
I would argue possibly the greatest Gundam Canadian hero is Amuro Ray, who in... The timelines are funky, and at least one, he's half Canadian.
Oh.
Is his mother from Neo Canada?
or either she lives in Canada or she has Canadian citizenship or something. There was some degree of Amaro is Canadian.
Ah.
That makes sense. He seems kind of Canadian.
All right. So until next time, when we encounter a four-legged hero, I'm Rob.
I'm Jen.
And say goodbye to Paul and the dog. I forget what name I came up with earlier. Oh, Buffalo and the dog. Woof, woof, woof. Woof, woof, woof. Woof, woof, woof.